talk to you about the AERO X7 range of rods. Now, let's talk about the shorter range of rods within the range. So we've got the AERO X7 9 foot, the 10 foot and the 11 foot. And we wanted to create the perfect action rod in all the rods, but in the 9 and the 10 foot, especially for when you're catching all sizes of fish on commercials. So we put a lot of thought process into developing a rod action that is sublime. And the reason why we wanted to do that, we wanted to achieve an action that was suitable for all sizes of fish and for all sizes of hook sizes and line diameters, weights of the feeders. There's so many variables that we have to consider to get the right action rod. So we've ended up with a two-piece rod, and by doing that we've achieved a beautiful action, a parabolic action, which is so important, as we all know, when it comes to commercial fishing. So rather than actually having pushing tips, we've created a spliced in tip. This creates the true action of the rod, and with minimal weight at the top end of the carrier section, that aids the casting, the accuracy and the playing action when it comes to hooking the fish and playing them under your feet. As we all know, F1s and small carp fight really hard, and that's the biting point where if the rod action isn't correct, then you do seem to pull out of quite a few fish. And during the testing of these rods, we've got it absolutely bang right. In my hand, I'm holding the 9 foot, which is what I'm using today. It's only, let's say, a 22 metre cast to the island. I'm catching loads of small F1s, and I'm hardly pulling out of any fish, simply because it's an ultra crisp blank, very thin blank, which balances perfectly with whatever size reel you want to use, whether it's a 3 or a 4000. I'm using the new Stradic 4000 on this. It balances perfectly. When the fish comes up close by as a result of using a short rod, it makes your fishing more efficient. And also the rod is taking the full cushion of the fish. Whether it's a small F1 or a big carp, you'll be amazed how quick and efficient it is to land fish very easily with a shorter rod. And that's why we wanted to concentrate on developing the perfect action rod in the shorter lengths as well as the longer lengths. There's a few unique selling points to all the rods within the range. So let me just go into a little bit more detail about that. With the 9, the 10, the 11, the 12, the 13, you get 3 top sections. So rather than getting actually pushing tips, you get 3 spare top sections. Now, this is something I've put a lot of time and effort into, because when it comes to whether you're fishing a bomb, a method feeder, especially on a short commercial, generally you're usually fishing on a shelf, or you're chucking it onto a very silty bottom where you're trying to get away with the lightest feeder possible. That minimises noise on the surface. It kind of like stops from spooking fish. But yet on the other side, where you're chucking onto a shelf, you're on a cute shelf, you do not want that feeder to move down the shelf. If we're targeting the fish that are feeding against the far bank of the island where I'm casting today, that's their patrol route. I want to ensure that my bait is staying stationary. And in order to achieve that, we've created ultra soft quiver tips. So within the 3 of the tips, there is 1 and 2 reasonably soft tips, and then a slightly stiffer tip for different situations. So as you can see here, this is a very progressive quiver tip. And the reason why we developed that was so when you cast it out, you then begin to tighten your line against the quiver tip and you get fish movement on the quiver tip, there is less chance of your feeder moving down the shelf, because the softness of the quiver tip cushions all the movement of the feeding fish around your bait until you finally receive a bite, your rod goes off the rest and you're into a fish. That is going to improve your catch rate. It's going to help you catch more fish, bigger fish. It's just going to improve your fishing efficiency wherever you fish. So that is the reason why we decided to develop really nice soft quiver tips. Within the range, you've got, as I've said, 9, 10, 11 foot, which are perfect for short chuck commercials right up to 40, 50 metre work. And then, of course, the longer rods, which are absolutely perfect for your more open water venues where you're chucking up to 120, 130 metres. So within the rods, you've got a full range that covers you for all your styles of fishing and all your disciplines. As with all fishing tackle, presentation is first and foremost. If a rod looks attractive, you're obviously going to pick it up and want to have a go with it. And that's what we wanted to do. We wanted to achieve a really stylish looking rod. We've achieved it. I mean, what a tool. It looks absolutely amazing. The cosmetics are absolutely brilliant. When it comes to developing a rod, we as a company, Shimano, we feel as if we want to create perfection in everything that we do. Within all the rods in the X7 range, we've used the highest possible quality carbon to get the perfect action. By using a higher tonnage carbon, creates a lovely thin blank within all the rods of the range. As you can see, this is the 9-foot ultra thin blank. The result of using an ultra thin blank and a high quality carbon means the rod is more responsive. So when you're playing the fish, you're hooking into the fish comes under your feet, you can feel every movement of that fish. The whole rod takes the compression and the movement of the fish, whether you're using small hooks or big hooks, whether it's a small carp or a big carp or a bream. And that is the result of using a really, really good quality carbon. When it comes to the runners, we wanted to use high quality runners. This improves the responsiveness of the rod. When you're casting, aids your accuracy, it stops the carbon kind of like twisting. And it also improves the balance of the rod and the weight of the rod. So we're using Kagan guides, ultra light guides throughout the whole of the rods in the range. As you can see, we've got some lovely carbon wrapping here with the AERO marking on. And then going down to the butt system, we've got a mixture of EVA and cork. Now the reason for that is EVA is so nice on the hands for you to hold, it's nice and comfortable, easy to wipe clean as well. The cork area here, of course, is just so fashionable. And at the bottom end, where you're grabbing the bottom end of the rod to compress the rod to cast, whether you're casting on a commercial or open water lake, we've got the EVA at the bottom. So there you go, absolutely fantastic stylish rod.